Hey everybody, I'm back again with another SetPower portable DC AC roll around fridge, and I'm going to unbox it as you've seen and check it out. So I did one of these reviews some time ago. I can't specifically remember how long ago it's been, but I'll link it right here in the top of the screen and down below in the video description. And this thing looks pretty good. So the last SetPower that I had, you had to attach the wheels and you had to attach this little pull-out handle. This one is a much more upgraded one, so it has a handle already here and the wheels are already installed and it looks pretty low profile. Both of them, you could take this lid off and you can flip this around to go the other way and it closes and locks. But included in here, let's see what we got in the goodie box. There's the power cords and the energy guide and the owner's manual. So it's a DC power or AC power type device. Here's your power converter. You can plug this directly into your cigarette lighter and then plug this into the power bank here. Or you can plug this into here and then hook this cord up and plug it into your wall outlet and it will still power the DC. So this is a DC inverter. So it goes from AC into DC, and this is your straight to DC plug. I think most people will be using this in their car, so the DC plug would work probably best. Or you can use it with a portable solar generator. They're often referred to, but basically a battery bank. Here are some features that I liked about the last one. Let's see if they have them here. It has two very deep storage buckets in here. And it has this divider right here. So depending on where you want your freezer zone, you can move this around and you can have everything as a freezer. You can have part of it as a freezer, part of it as a fridge, so on and so forth. But you have two different zone modes here. So zone 1, zone 2. This is a shorter zone. This is the deeper zone. So whatever you need. I imagine everybody's going to have the freezer as the shorter zone, but you can make them both freezer cold if you want to, I think. So I'm going to get the battery bank out and we're going to plug this thing in and check it out. All right, we are powered up. There we go. It's currently 75 degrees in there. So this thing is rated at 60 watts of power consumption. So I was confused. The divider, if you remove the divider or slide it all the way over here to the side, only one temperature thing will be available. But now that I have divider moved back over, I can switch my temperature gauges. The fridge side or the deeper side set to 40 degrees, and I've got the shallow side, the freezer side, set to 25 degrees. I'll go a little colder, 19 degrees. And I'm going to time this and see how long it takes for it to get cool. So I'm sitting in the shade right now, so it's relatively cool already, but I'm just curious. So let me start my timer here and I'll come back out and check it in a little bit. A couple of the features this thing has built into it. So if you are using it on a portable battery bank like this, it has battery protection mode in here to prevent completely discharging the battery all the way. It'll shut itself down before it gets that low, which is a really nice feature to have, particularly if you're out somewhere out. It has an eco mode, energy saving mode, and fast cooling mode. So I've got it right now in max cooling, and we've already dropped quite a bit. Very easy to understand instructions and very nice setup here. As I've already stated, I do think the new handle and the new wheels are a significant improvement to the last one. The functions of the cooler itself are pretty similar. The buttons up here are pretty similar, but this handle to be able to pop out and drag along, and it also has a regular carrying handle like this on both sides. So those are really nice. That it comes already assembled with wheels installed, I think it's great. Now the last one had a much bigger wheel, so I think those wheels were better for like off-road kind of thing. These are more, you need something a little smoother because it is a much smaller wheel. But it also doesn't get in the way. Like if you wanted to put this in the back seat of your vehicle or in the back of the van or in the back of the truck or something like that, I think this would go much better. It's much more streamlined and squared off and doesn't have these wheels sticking out to the side. And it's fairly light. I don't know how much it weighs. I think with the box and everything, it said it weighs 48 pounds, but this is not that heavy to pick up and down. So I guess if it were full of things, it would be much heavier and you could have a team lift with that. But by itself with the box, not too bad. I like it. I like it very much. I think it's a good little cooler. Now I'm just going to wait and see how long it takes for it to cool down all the way. Thanks, everybody. Be back in a minute. It's been 12 minutes and 45 seconds, and it's already cool down to the set desired temperatures. So now I would switch over to eco mode and let it consume just a little bit less power. Now, I don't know exactly when that hit. I just took Piper for a walk around the block, which probably took 6 minutes. And sometime in the 6 minutes it took us to go, I was messing around 6 minutes before, and then 6 minutes on our little walk. It happened in that time. So it cools down quicker than you would imagine. And I like the setup and like all the things. So I'm going to turn the power off here, unplug this, put this back in the box. I have used the previous SetPower fridge. I have used other brands. Famously, I guess the most famous variant of brands is Dometic. I think it's a very popular, very sought after brand. This would be a great van camper deal or a car camping deal, or taking somewhere where you need, a cooler out, tailgating and things like that. And if you're not using your vehicle to do it, you have a portable battery bank to kind of set it up and run it. So off-grid kind of setups and things like that, I think it's a really cool option. I like this very much, and I like the handle, really cool. So I can drag this thing around pretty easy, and I can pick it up and carry it pretty easy there. Now, it does tell you that if the box was ever inverted in shipping, because it's supposed to be kept upright all the time. I'm not saying that every shipper does that, but if it's ever shaking around, you need to leave it sitting in the upright position for a while. I can't remember the time it says you in the manual. If it was tipped over ever, you need to leave it sitting upright for some time in order to let the compressor settle down so it can cool properly. Because you can hear it. And I think even when you're, some of those are the boxes rattling there, but for the baskets. But I think as you move it around, it'll take a little time for the compressor to settle down. So read the manual if you do take this thing, or do decide to get one of these. Read the manual, make sure you understand all the left and right lateral limits of it. But I'm, again, very impressed. This is a completely different setup than the last one was from a hardware perspective. I think all the functions of the cooler and all the settings are really nice. I love that it's dual zone. Cost, I think it's a super cost efficient model if you need one. And this one is the 45D Pro. So I'll put some data up here on the screen so you can see all the things about it, pertinent information to me. So how would I use it? If the power went out in the trailer for some reason, or RV park, I got portable battery banks. I could transfer all my stuff quickly into this to keep all my food from spoiling. We do have a camper van that I could put this in and use. Depending on your configuration of the van, this could be problematic. So our camper van has a sideways, so I would need to slide this thing in and out this way to access it, whereas some of them have them where you can pull it in and out on the wheels just like this. So my camper van is not set up for this type of configuration. Plus, I have a bigger cooler in there now. I like it very much. I'm very grateful for SetPower for sending this out. I think it's something many people could use very well, and I think many people should have one of these. And I can think of other possible uses for it. So for someone who has like a lake house and they have a dock and they want a cooler down at the dock to keep cold, this is a great way to do that. And you can plug it in various ways down at the dock. It's typically away from power sources and things like that if you have a portable battery bank. So you could have everything down at the dock. If you want to carry this in a boat, you got a cooler on a pontoon boat, that kind of thing. On the bed of a truck, at a farm, in an outbuilding, a barn, anything like that, you could set something up like this. I think it's a really neat setup. So again, I'm grateful for SetPower for sending this out, and thanks for joining, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful day, and check this cooler out. Links are down below for everything to get you this cooler and more information on it should you desire. Have a great day.